Alright, so I got my 4.8 back, sent it out to Eddie Wasserbeck Speed Shop, Prospect, Ohio. I live in Ohio, so I'm like 45-50 minutes from there. But this is a 4.8, the same 4.8 I had a video of a few months ago. I had him do the machine work and he short blocked it for me. Since I've gotten it back, I've put my head studs in, heads, steam pipe intake, cam. So I'll get to the specs and all of that here in a little bit. I did do an LS9 head gaskets. It's what a lot of the boosted LS based guys are doing, so having no issues, so I see no reason why I shouldn't give that a shot. Starting to get my sensors back in and everything. Holley intake. I did not go the high rise. It's a little too much for the 4.8s. Run a 6.0 or maybe a 5.3 would be cool with it. I don't know. It depends if you bore it out and everything. So as far as my block, I'm not claiming to do some crazy stock bottom end budget build. I want to see what I can get out of a 4.8. I don't need to be on a budget. So I've had him bore it 20 thousandths over. It's got forged pistons, diamond honed. It's got ARP main bolts and studs. So with that being said, I've actually got to drill the holes, in a few holes, there's 3 of them in my windage tray that I will have to drill out. And I did get the nuts for those, so any of you guys that plan on doing this, I'll get to that here in a bit as well. But it is stock crank and stock rods. Guys are putting all kinds of crazy power on these rods with the turbos, so honestly, I'm not worried about it. Now he did replace this rod. He had issues with the one he took out, so that's fine. I told him I wanted it right. It's a Brian Tooley valve train, minus the valves. It's springs, push rods. These are stock length, 80 thousandths wall. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. 80 thousandths wall, chrome moly. I wanted absolutely 0 issues with the valve train. It's a John Bewley custom grind. It's the stage 2 turbo 4.8 camshaft. I'll get to the specs on that. Instead of talking about it, and boring you guys to death, I'll just show you the sheets. That way you can pause it if you really care to read. Trick flow, steam pipe. I went with the braided stainless. Like I said, I'm not on a crazy tight budget, so I want it to look nice too. I'm putting this kind of money in. I want it to look good. And I wanted to go ahead and get the full 4-corner kit. It's a 95 mil throttle body. Noticeably bigger than the stock. Couldn't be happier with that. Holley Efi Dominator. Pretty excited about that. I've already got the fuel pump hooked up to it. I got to set the prime for like 2 seconds just to make sure it was working fine. All that's good. So all that's sitting there. I have the ECU sitting right there out of the way. Like I said, I'm taking this from a dedicated drag car to a street car that I'll run on the strip, when I feel like it, have a little fun. Got my Holley LS swap oil pan. I've actually got to drill that out a little bit bigger too, again because of the ARP studs. These are the nuts I need to run. They fit perfect. I went on the internet, found out what guys are doing. Okay, I can't get, okay, M10 by 1 1/4. You need to, I only got 6 of them, so I need to get another pack. They didn't have any more. Melling, stock pressure, high volume oil pump. It comes with the high pressure spring, it's red, and the blue, so I got to put the blue in it. Comes with instructions, all that good stuff. Aeromotive, fuel pressure regulator. It's a injector harness. I gotta get injectors still. As far as the fuel delivery system, still keeping the 8-gallon fuel cell. If I drive it easy, it's gonna be more than enough. I'm not looking to drive this across country. Looking to drive it in town or haul ass. This will get me gas station to gas station at least, as long as I'm not driving it crazy. Just kind of sticking with it because everything was already welded and put in here, so it's a real nice setup. It actually gets all covered up by this, but went with the A1000. It's Aeromotive A1000 fuel pump. It'll support 1,000 horsepower, forced induction, which that's perfect. I'm not going to go that crazy, not out of a 4.8. I did plumb in a return, 8AN return 10 AN feed. So all that's set up. As far as everything else, like I said, here's a. This is what I've got as far as the valve train. This is right here's the instructions for the melling oil pump. A lot of guys going with melling, so that's what that's all about. Cam card. So there's the specs on that. Okay, here's everything that's been done to it and the part numbers. Like I said, I had Eddie Wasserbeck do this. He did a 5.3 shortly before it, so I had him gap the rings as well. So it's about where I stand. LS3 dipstick came with the oil pan kit. Got oil pan gasket, throttle body gasket sitting over there. This is for the Holley Dominator set. It's the O2 sensor, an extra fitting. So that's where I'm at right now. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. I always get back with you.